All aboard the Dusty Free Express. I'm your lovely host, Maya Rothwell. If you prefer to listen to my voice only, feel free to go over on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. By the time you see this, probably in Greece. I'm going to Greece with my friends, which leads me to the first point of this podcast. Book the girls' holiday. Don't let it sit in the group chat. Your 20s is for living your life. Hot girl summer, catch flights, not dusties, yeah? All aboard the Dusty Free Express. So today's episode is going to be how to identify a dusty. But before I go into the first point, I want to say, when I say catch flights, not feelings, doesn't necessarily mean, you know, be with loads of boys. No. In fact, I would tell you to have 0 boys, 0 roster and be celibate. Yeah? Because these dusties don't deserve the pum-pum and they don't deserve to enter your temple. Only your husband does. Guys, this time last year I was going to freeze my eggs. I was this close to freeze my eggs. Now I don't want no kids, I don't want no man, and I don't want no husband. Anyways, I digress. How to identify a dusty. So my sister and I was on FaceTime, her friend was there, and we had such a long conversation, and I'm so happy girls their age, they're only 20 years old, bless them, are like coming to the realization and they're actually clued up. I'm so grateful for that, because life is not about boys. You should not revolve your life around men. If you are one of those people who are bothered by if a boy's texting you or not, I suggest you get busier, get more hobbies. It doesn't have to cost any money. Sewing, crochet, knitting. I promise you, some of your grandmas and or mums, that biscuit tin that's got loads of sewing and crochet stuff, yeah? Ask your mum for the biscuit tin. I promise you, you'll find a sewing needle and some thread. I'm not really a fan of walking. Things I am a fan of is Pilates, reformer Pilates. If you can't afford a reformer Pilates, do mat Pilates. There's videos on YouTube. I've heard great things about Nicole. I think her name's Nicole. Comment down below your favourite mat Pilates YouTube instructor. Although, do be careful when it comes to these online, you know, TikTok Pilates instructors. Follow people who are licensed and have their Pilates license and are trained. Obviously, your body is very important. Okay, sorry, I keep digressing. How to identify dusty. All words, no action. Could have, would have, should have. Listen, I was going to buy you flowers, but I didn't know your address. You could have asked. That same energy, you opened your beak to say, oh, I was going to send you flowers, but I didn't know your address, is the same energy you could have said, what's your address? Send me your address. Confused.com. Don't let these guys bamboozle you and hoodwink you into riding off into the sunset with them on the bare minimum. Yeah, words is the bare minimum. Actions speak louder than words. Yeah, let's just start there. Cover your ears, open your eyes. Yeah, don't watch what people are saying from their beaks. And this is not only for men, everyone in life. I've realized there's certain people, there's certain friends, oh, let me know if you need anything. Oh, yeah, if you need anything, let me know. But they're only saying that because they know you will never ask. People know what kind of person you are, and they know you're not the kind of person to ask. I've tested this on a friend before. Right now, I'm in the process of currently, I need to sell all of my furniture in Dubai. I want to downsize my apartment. Like, the apartment I have is just unnecessary. So a few of my friends have offered, like, to help take the pictures and put it on Facebook Marketplace or Dubizzle, all of these, you know, selling websites. And I tested it with one friend. She's always like, if you need anything, let me know. Yeah, I tested it because I never ask anyone for anything. So I tested it. I said, okay, yeah, that would be very nice. I appreciate that. Thank you. Guess what? Silence. It's all talk. It's all talk. And test people. Listen, I don't agree with being manipulative and toxic. My manipulative and toxic days are over. But a lot of people will say, if you need anything, let me know, blah, blah, blah. And they don't mean it. To conclude that point, actions speak louder than words. Watch what people do and how they treat you. And how do you feel if you're not at a point where you can realize these things? You know, maybe you're unaware, maybe you have been manipulated, unfortunately. I do apologize on behalf of that dusty who did that to you. But ask yourself, how do I feel? There's a really good app called How We Feel. It's really good for tracking emotions, because sometimes you don't actually know how you feel. This app is really good. It's called How We Feel. This is not promo. I genuinely use this app and love this app. For example, how do you feel this morning? You can check in. High energy, unpleasant. Low energy, pleasant. So you can select it, and it has a variety of emotions. I always tell you guys to write in a diary or journal, but if you don't have time, just download this app and do this. And it says what you're doing: laid in bed, driving, resting. You can also add the physical sensation, and it shows you on your body your body holds trauma and it holds tension. Your body holds stress and it holds tension. That's why it's good to have a nice hot bath, have massages, cupping. But if not, like right now, I'm literally in the village, yeah. I don't have access to a spa or Pilates or any of these things. So hot bath, hot shower, there's deep heat things. There's so many things you can do. My next point is playing games. If you feel like someone is playing games with you, it's probably because they are. Your intuition and your instinct as a woman is so powerful. There's scientific studies. I'm going to have to link it down below because I can't remember the name off the top of my head or the name of the researcher, etc., etc. But they showed women a map that they had never seen before, an area they've never seen before, and they asked the women to highlight the areas that they wouldn't go down or wouldn't feel safe or is dangerous. And guess what? Just from their intuition and their instincts and gut feelings, they was correct. Those paths and routes was dangerous. The same way there have been scientific studies with serial killers. For example, Ted Bundy. The science shows that these serial killers, trigger warning, Ted Bundy and serial killers, out of a selection of women who they would pick as the, you know, victim. And they pick the people based on their gait, so like how they walk, their posture, etc., how they present themselves. They never chose a woman who was outspoken, who would look like she would make a scene. So don't let people try to put you in a box. Yeah, if you're naturally bubbly and loud and gobby, be gobby. It's okay. Obviously there's a time and a place. Yeah, you're not going to see me saying pum pum this, pum pum that in certain environments. The dusties are very calculated. Stop calling men stupid. Men are not stupid. They're very calculated and they know exactly what they are doing. Yeah, playing games. I say this obviously, and I'm hypocritical because I also don't reply to people. I also ghost people unintentionally, intentionally. I literally block people for the silliest things. We live in a digital generation. I'm so sorry. Unless your boyfriend was born in 1930, yeah, there are doctors who are married, there are surgeons who are married, there are people incarcerated, there are people in prison who went into prison single who are married from writing letters and having a pen pal. So if they can reply to someone and they can communicate with someone, why can't your dusty? Is your dusty in the war? Even then, people in the war write letters to their loved ones. Guys, my dad was alive at the same time as Adolf Hitler. He was married many times, I can tell you that for free. And he had multiple children. So, listen, yeah, no one is too busy for someone that they truly respect and value and like. Maybe too busy for you, and that's okay. You be busy too, and the block button is free. Get busy, yeah? Get busy on something you're passionate about. These guys who do try to play games, just don't entertain it. Like, I used to be, I will hold my hands up, I used to be guilty of playing games. I used to be toxic. I used to be wicked and bad. Yeah, if you think I'm wicked and bad now, you didn't want to know me when I was living in London. I was wicked with these men, I can tell you that for free. But guess what? When you're wicked, guys love it for some reason. When you're nice and cute, oh, they want to walk all over you. So, yeah, be wicked. Know when to turn the wicked switch on when it comes to your boundaries. Yeah, obviously be yourself, because if someone doesn't want you for yourself, then halas, slam the doors that way. But when it comes to your boundaries and your list, write a list of your boundaries, what you do and do not tolerate. And every time someone tries to cross that boundary, go on the list. No, you're done. Draw the line and be firm. And trust me, when you're firm, people respect you more. Pen pal energy. Pen pal energy is dusty. We do not need pen pals. Not in World War II. We have phones now. We didn't have, in World War II, we didn't have the technology we have now. I don't want to hear, but this, but that, but. If they wanted to, they would. Because why are we texting? And I promise you, there are some people, they will keep you as a pen pal for 5 years. Do not be a pen pal. Because I promise you, there are people who he's not going to be pen pals with. Trust me. It's so much better to see someone face to face. But what if their breath stinks? What if they've got badly done veneers and you can smell the gum disease from Sharsha, from Peterborough? What if they have bad BO? What if they're short? And obviously, guys get nervous too. Obviously, they get scared. You know, men have feelings too. I've had this conversation with my friends as well. Believe it or not, I don't hate men. I love men. I have guy friends as well, which is another episode for another day. I don't really agree with guy friends after a certain age because they can be dusty too. This is another thing pen pals can do. Maybe you have met before. they invite you, but there's no invitation, there's no ticket, there's no itinerary, there's no plan. Listen, I don't agree with being flown out anyway, but I don't agree with being flown out unless it's like you're in love with them, like your husband, your boyfriend, your partner, whatever. If someone's inviting you somewhere and they just expect you to appear in thin air, swim from England to Dubai, no. These kinds of people probably have girls at their disposal who are just willing to appear and materialize into thin air. Not what we're going to do. I literally blocked someone before because they kept telling me to come to their country to see them, which we'd already met once. Oh, come. Then I seen on their Snapchat, there was in Mykonos. Delete and block, because anyone who chats to me knows what I'm on. They know what I do and do not do, what I do and don't accept. So you knew that me and the block button are like this, and that I've blocked you for less. And you're telling me come Germany and you're in Mykonos. Khalas, you better sit on your stupid little bottom and get out of my face, because I'm not the one. Because you had your chance and you blew it. Don't let these dusties back in your life to mug you. No. You had your chance and you blew it. But my cat died, my dog died, my grandma fell down the stairs. Listen, one time a dusty tried to tell me, oh, my grandma fell down the stairs yesterday. Oh, so your grandma fell down the stairs yesterday? And no. Obviously, we all deal with things differently, and women deal with things differently. Men kind of need to focus. Men can't multitask. They need to focus on one thing at a time. But if he really liked you, he would send you a message and say, look, I'm going through a lot right now. I'm sorry, I don't really want to go into it. I don't want to talk about it. But just know I'm thinking of you. I would love to catch up with you when we have the chance, yeah? That's what a real man, a real gentleman would do. I find it even more disrespectful when a dusty has sisters. We was all born by a woman. But if you have sisters as well, you know how women act. You know about the time of the month. Because some guys, they don't really understand about these things, believe it or not. Like, if a dusty has sisters, I'm even more offended. I'm even more offended because you wouldn't allow, and I've said this to dusties before, I'm like, you wouldn't allow your sisters to even be associated or seen with someone like you. And I asked them, what would you do if your sister was dealing with a guy like you? And they always say, oh no, I'd tell them to go away. And this dusty, I asked them, what would you do if your sister came and said, oh, there's this boy and he's doing this. He said, no, I'd tell them to get rid. So it's okay for you to treat a woman like that, but you wouldn't allow your sisters with someone like that. You wouldn't allow your mother with someone like that. The door's that way. The block button is free and the delete button is free. And I wish you the best in life. Don't come crying to me when I'm pregnant with twins. And that's what I said to this dusty. Don't come crying. And I wish them all the best in life. Don't get me wrong. But they don't deserve a woman like me. God will deal with them. And God will give you a woman you deserve who will deal with you. There's been so many times where I've just like wished people the best in life. One dusty had the most to say about me. I exposed him to his girlfriend. He tried to cheat on her. So I snitched. Yeah, one thing I'm going to do is snitch on these dusties. I was on the phone, on mute. He was saying the most, lying through the skin of his teeth. Maya's a B-I-T-C-H. Maya this, Maya that. Yeah, guess what? Come off mute. May God guide you. You need to get therapy. Pray. You need God, darling. You need more than God. You need... only God knows what you need. Was Maya on that phone the whole time? And then at the end of the conversation, the girl was asking him, oh, so why didn't you, like, go further with her? Oh, no, because she's a good girl, man. That's what happened to this guy. He got ran over twice by this guy who hates him in Dubai in a G-Wagon. Reversed over him twice. His leg's broken. He was hospitalised. Now he walks with a limp. And I didn't do nothing. I didn't say nothing. And the only reason I know that was a friend of the girl told me. So, yeah. You don't have to open your mouth. You don't have to scream and shout and raise your hands, raise your fists. God will deal with these dusties. I can tell you that for free. Look at all the guys you've ever spoke to in your life. Look at all the guys you've even ever fancied in your life. Would you even fancy them now? And it's natural. It's normal. Your brain wasn't developed. Your brain is still developing in your 20s. Your prefrontal cortex, which is this part of your brain. I'll show you. By the way, I got an A in psychology. If you're thinking, who the hell are you? Why should I listen to you? The blue bit. Yeah, so this part of your brain isn't fully developed until like 24, 25. Everyone's different. I felt it as soon as I was turning 24. And I always used to ask, because everyone says this when you're in your early 20s. And I would ask, like on shoots, I would ask, when I did the shoot in Mexico for Molly May's brand Filter, I was asking like the stylist, the hairstylist, the makeup artist, I was like, what change did you feel? And all of them said the same thing in different font. They said, I just cared less about what people thought anymore. I just don't care anymore. Once that part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, is developed, you don't care anymore. And you realise the world is my oyster, not the dusties. Gaslighting. Don't let people bully you into questioning yourself and questioning your perceptions, your opinions, your beliefs, your thoughts. You are your own person. Don't let people manipulate you. This is why you have to be strong. You know the word gaslight, that term that is now gaslighting, it's actually from a play in 1938. So that's from a stage play by Patrick Hamilton's stage play, Gaslight. And the play is about a husband who manipulates the wife into questioning her own sanity. This is what the dusties are doing to you. You're questioning yourself and deny it. Like, these little things that you feel are wrong, they're giving you anxiety, they're making you nervous, you're questioning yourself. I'm not going to sit here and say I've never gaslit anyone in my life, because I most definitely have, and I would do it again. I could tell you that for free, because these people are soon to call you out on your stuff. Oh, but you're allowed to gaslight, you're allowed to manipulate, you're allowed to be dusty. The door's that way. And this is why you're not attracted to the good guys, and this is why the good guys make you feel sick, because you're used to this. This is your perception of love. Perhaps as a child you watch your parents go through this same cycle. I've said this in my second podcast episode. The cycle ends with you. It's okay if you have never witnessed a proper relationship, a loving relationship. It's okay if you have childhood trauma. It's okay you don't know what a healthy relationship is. You can learn, and the cycle ends with you, and it is your responsibility and it's your duty to not pass that on to your children, and your children go through the same cycle. Yeah? This dusty circle of life, it is eliminated here and now, and after this video you're not going to talk to another dusty again. And once you see someone be dusty, call them out. Even if they're going to deny it, say, look, I don't appreciate this. You don't have to be like me and block and delete and cut people off. I am very dramatic, but there are guys who will never make you question your sanity. And forget guys, friends and family do this, will manipulate you into sending them money, making you feel bad for them. Once you surround yourself with normal, good people, you will straight away spot this dusty crustiness. Take the lesson and learn from it. Another sign of a dusty is jealous. I remember one time a dusty said to me in Dubai, I did a story time about this dusty. So this dusty comes to Dubai and they wish they could live in Dubai, yeah. This dusty used to FaceTime me every single day when I was first moved to Dubai, as in I was still in training college when I was a flight attendant, and they was like, oh, do you still live with your friend? And I was like, no, I've got my own place now. His face dropped. And obviously now I know, because he lives at home with his mum. Like, I don't know if he shares a bed with his sister, because the same girl that I spoke about earlier, who her boyfriend tried to cheat on her with me, which didn't even work, because I snitched straight away. He messaged her, and it's crazy because it's such a small world. Her Instagram is private, and she even said, I don't know how this guy found me, but the same thing, he was literally copy pasting messages. Yeah, same thing he was saying to me, he was saying to her, let's go on holiday. And you know what she did when he FaceTimed her? He said, oh, shall we go on holiday? And she said, yeah, can I bring my friend Maya? He moves the phone off his face. Oh yeah, Maya's my friend. Oh, I've known her for like a year now. Guys, friends, this guy was obsessed with me. And guess what? He's jealous. He was the one who told me, yeah, he FaceTimes me in his sister's bed with teddy bears all over the bed and that. Like, these guys are jealous of you. Like, when you have a nice car, when you've got your own place, they know, what can they give you? What am I going to do with you, little dusty little boy? This is what I tell you women, focus on yourself. If you're so sick of men and you just keep going through the same experiences, focus on yourself. Write down your non-negotiables, exactly what you want in life. Do you want the 5-bedroom house with a jacuzzi in the garden? Do you want 10 acres of land? Do you want a Range Rover Evoque? Do you want a Mini Cooper? Whatever you want, write it on paper and ask yourself how you're going to do this. Are you going to have to get promotion at work? Are you going to have to change your job? Are you going to have to start your own business? Jump on TikTok and YouTube and be a YouTuber influencer? What do you love? Can you monetize what you love? I love makeup, hair, fashion. Do something you love and distract yourself from the dusties. And I promise you, once you achieve all of your goals, you will not look at a dusty twice, because he can't bring anything to you apart from a headache. It's not about what people can bring you, but if you can't even bring me peace in my life, You can't even bring me an intelligent conversation. Some of these dusties, they can't even say hello, how are you? They're not illiterate. They just like have the personality of a wet fish. You are the one making them something that they're not. You in your head are fantasizing, romanticizing, when they're actually... Focus on yourself, and I promise you, the man of your dreams will be riding off into the sunset with you. I say as a woman, focus on getting your own space, your own vehicle, your own success in life and your own finances in check, because once you have that, you have freedom. You need your own space, you need safety. If there's no one in your life to protect you, you have to protect yourself. Don't let these dusty crusties into your life and make a mess of your life. You know exactly what you want in your life, work towards it. And if you don't know what you want, it's okay, you will figure it out. I can tell you for free, what you don't want is to be a baby mum to these dusties and be having their babies, and you're going to be fighting with them for 18 years because they won't pay you child support. No thank you. Do you want to be dealing with a man like that, or do you want to deal with a man where even if you do have differences and God forbid anything happens, your children are going to be okay? You're not going to have to fight with him to send £70 a week or whatever they have to pay. For crying out loud. These men, if they're wicked now, imagine how much more wicked they're going to be with children and a ring and marriage. First of all, don't be giving babies to people without the ring. And men know what you're on, yeah? I remember another dusty from Manchester when I was shooting in Manchester, would always be like, oh, when you coming to see me, when you coming to see me. This dusty got a girl pregnant. I'm presuming his girlfriend. The girlfriend blocked me, and it's like, trust me, I'm living my best life in Dubai, darling. I do not want anything to do with that dusty, crusty, 5'2.5" Bombay bad boy. My friends called him Bombay bad boy. This Bombay bad boy, yeah, whilst his girlfriend was heavily pregnant, as in I'm talking 9.5, 10 months pregnant, about to pop, he's messaging me on Snapchat. And this is why I tell you not to have boys on Snapchat. Will be another video for another day. I'm in the Maldives with Luciana. Tell me why this dusty's messaging me on Snapchat about, oh, I've taken my shahada now, oh, I'm Muslim now, when I'm next in Dubai I'll have to see you. And it's like, confused.com, you're literally on holiday with your girlfriend who's heavily pregnant and you're messaging me. I deleted him. I have secondhand embarrassment when guys message love heart eyes emoji, hey, love heart eyes emoji, talking to themselves on the chat. I'm a bit embarrassed for you. Not only do you have no class, no decorum, no self-respect for yourself, you're embarrassing. And it's so sad that there are girls out here who think I am the drama. Please, I wouldn't touch that man even if I had 10 layers of latex gloves on, mate. You don't have to worry about me. I can tell you that for free. These dusty guys, they don't deserve to be on your social media, to be looking at your beautiful face, giving you evil eye. You know, having boys on Snapchat, this is what it feels like. They're just looking at you like this. No thank you. And I promise you, once you delete the boys off Snapchat, you'll have a peaceful life. But that's another video for another day. And on that note, guys, I'm going to end the video here because, as you know, I can go on forever and ever when it comes to the dusties. But that's it, guys. Make sure to like, comment and subscribe. I love you all so much. Don't forget to check out the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And I'm ever so grateful for every single one of you who support me. Don't think that I don't see it. I love you all ever so much. Have a lovely day. Stay away from the dusties. And at the end of the day, it's night. Bye.